a life-enhancing, soul-stirring night. A night of reconnection, of colour, of noise, of the people we have never learned to live without. And a fluid front four, which so decorated the semi-finals again. So is also past fit. Thiago Silva plays in a second successive Champions League final, and the two Germans are in final. A rhapsody in blue. Manchester City and Chelsea. Manchester City certainly feel they are due. The whole reinvention of... Here's Timo Werner. And Havertz kept it alive, but Ederson was stationed at his near post.
Didn't quite capitalise there, Chelsea.
5,000 just more from either club and Mount. This is Kai Havertz, that's Timo Werner. Thiago Silva very aware of him. And the referee has blown at his expense. In by Ederson, caught up by James. Mendy has committed and did enough. Oh, it's a really good take by Mount. He set it for Timo Werner, who lacked purity on his strike. And Ederson was able to fall on it.
Huge chance in the game.
Raheem Sterling, and it's prevented from reaching Mahrez by an Chilwell. That was tugged by Gundogan. Chilwell well advanced, too well advanced, he's offside. Here's Werner again. Away from Stones, Timo Werner ripples the netting from the outside. Well, he keeps going back for more. Foden the other. This is Kevin De Bruyne. He's fiddled past one defender, but inside of him is Chilwell. Chilwell's lifted it in. Conte! He's the tiniest tot on the field. But he came storming through from all of 5'6" and got his header away.
Within the context of the game, you can see why it's so... But he likes a surprise.
Walker. Foden inside of him, De Bruyne wide of him. It's Kevin De Bruyne. And the skipper, Azpilicueta, slid in to turn it behind, but the flag actually had already been raised. He missed out Mount. It came to Chilwell, asking Walker to keep on galloping. Jorginho with a Jorginho challenge. Previously, Avram Grant had taken them to the final in 2008. And it's James who flicks it in. Sterling for De Bruyne. De Bruyne for Foden. Across came Rudiger, and critically so.
That's a wonderful last-ditch shackle, as that was in. Nothing Mendy would have done about that. Drifting into the...
Walker, who's off and running and taking on Chilwell and feeding it just beyond the stretching Mahrez. Wide on the other side, Conte has played in Kai Havertz. What a terrifically clean tackle. That's a critical moment from Alexander Zinchenko. De Bruyne caught up. Silva saw Chilwell, but so did Walker. Driving at Chilwell, teasing Chilwell. Mahrez, but his day is done.
Clearly upset.
Chilwell floated towards Timo Werner. In Kai Havertz, who is around Ederson, and Havertz scores for Chelsea. It's a royal blue moment for the would-be royals of Europe from London town. For a German coach, a German striker. And Pep has it to do. In by Conte, taken by Werner and scratched behind. If one of those two or both of those two are playing, is it too simplistic to say that goal might not have happened?
No,
Walker with confidence. Cut off a little more than he could chew. It's half-time. Chelsea blue is the colour in against Chelsea. Chelsea chased it and won at the last. But in 36 of the last 43 European Cup finals, the team who scored first. Free kick taken, you'd have to say, from nowhere near the offence. And then another chip on Raheem Sterling. Foden plays it in, Conte's there to meet it. To all intents and purposes, the first defender. Bernardo Silva. Walker. Picked off with comfort by Edouard Mendy. By Diaz. Walker's a little uncertain. Stones is there to well in charge in 2020. And Manchester City are losing here. No first. Flicked in by Ben Chilwell. Here's De Bruyne. That's a fabulous tackle from Conte. Zinchenko on the charge. And still charging with a thigh problem. Having played in the cup final, that was the Premier League game between the pair that followed very shortly thereafter. We've got a collision now involving Rudiger and De Bruyne. And neither is coming out of it any...
Much in the same way that Thiago Silva's evening has ended.
Out by Jorginho, struck into the crowd by Sterling, who's screaming handball. And the Spanish referee is waving it away. Now, Foden making mischief. Phil Foden. Event it was neither. But now in place of Bernardo Silva, it is. Flung in by Zinchenko. Christensen. It's Phil Foden. It's Riyad Mahrez. It's lifted away almost from beneath his own bar by Azpilicueta.
How he got the ball over the bar from there was incredible, but...
Fed Mahrez. He can play in. Christian Pulisic! Who was that close? Who was that close? Fernandinho and Sterling and Jesus and Chilwell to safety. Aguero can play his last game for Manchester. Mahrez again. Chilwell forced wide. And Chilwell plays it in. Diaz.